6. Man Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 31. Rotate.
Well, I sure mistimed that one, didn't I? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to number 2, round 2 for the day, and maybe wrapping up this week with this one. I was either going to do this one short and sweet tonight or postpone it till tomorrow, but I think we're just going to knock it out tonight, and might be taking tomorrow off. We shall see, but nevertheless, welcome back in here. Glad to have you on the stream. We're taking the E-Jet Embraer E170 from Denver over to a little place called Aspen. And this jet is actually not certified for flight in Aspen, I don't believe, but it can be done, and we shall do it. Now, actually, United Express, DBA Shuttle America used to fly Q400s into Aspen, and then I actually, maybe they did fly them in there. I don't remember if they, do E-Jets fly into Aspen? They actually might. I don't know. But either way, we're going to give it a shot today. The wind's right out of the north. That might be a problem for our circle to land. We might have to circle 3-3, which could be a bit spicy. Hot shots in the house. Yes, I did get the second update. I threw it in. I didn't even test it, so hopefully you didn't mess things up. That is what this is all about tonight, though. We're sneak peeking a work-in-progress sound pack from Boris Sound Studio, so you're going to hear things different on this one. You're going to hear lack of sounds for buttons and things like that. That is because he's just working on one thing at a time, getting the engines, the main sounds done first, and he was so kind to share a little bit of that with me, so you're going to hear that tonight on this one, but have no fear. I'm sure when he is done with the sound pack, it'll be a fully complete sound pack, just like his CRJ sound pack and any other sound sets he does. So it's going to be a fun one. It should be juicy. We got good viz here in Denver right now. I don't know. I think there's some clouds around the Aspen airport. Could be a challenge for our circle to land, but we're going to do our best to get in there. Mike Jones in the house. Good to see you. Mysterious Mr. T. Zach Lewine in the house. Ron, what's up, man? Good to see you. I do enjoy the ramshackle timings of your intros. I got to keep you on your toes, Aaron. I got to keep you on your toes, right? JJ Stevens here. What's up, man? Captain Will in the house. Good to see you. Micah Messer. Hayden J. Robbins. McCallan's here. What's up, man? Good to see you. And many more. Welcome on in, y'all. Let's get this show on the road. I don't want to be up too late. I have to get up super early tomorrow. I made a mistake, y'all. I had a Dallas turn tomorrow. A nice, easy fly out to Dallas, DFW. Problem was it was a 2.5 hour sit with a plane swap. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I swapped it for another LaGuardia where I got to get up at 3 a.m. However, the winds tomorrow, 45 knot gusts around our time of arrival. So I guess it'll be my leg. And it's going to be a bit spicy. So I'm going to have to get to bed early tonight because tomorrow is going to be a whole nother can of worms. So one leg tonight, short and sweet. Hopefully we can put her down on the pavement, and we won't go off the runway like Team Vodka did with the Learjet when we flew into Canteen. So, with that all said, I love this jet. I'm having so much fun with this jet. I love it. It's so fun to fly. It's so fun to hand fly, and I don't know. I absolutely love it. So here we go. Get into the cockpit. We'll fire it up. Now remember, like I said, there's going to be missing sound switches and enunciators and things like that. But the big sounds will be on. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll get the nose smoking on. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. Arm the emergency exit lights. We'll get the nav light on. No logos on. Everything is done on the overhead. Very simple overhead flow. Aircraft's going to go ahead and power on up. We'll go ahead and wait for that. Matter of fact, why don't we send some catering over while we sit here? Somebody just had a big owie upstairs. I heard it. United Ground Express. Sure, that sounds good. Let's take them. Oh no, I don't want that. Select catering operator.
Catering
Sure.
vehicles are on
I guess we're having a Southwest merger. United Ground Express. Who is that? I thought that would have been. Oh, is that the old? Okay. Never mind. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Great team in the house. What's up from Catco? Good to see you, man. Looking good plane. Hey, good looking plane. It sure is, man. It sure is. It sure is. Controlling on VATSIM on Louisville approach. Nice, dude. We are on IVAO right now. We got IVAO loaded up. So we'll be rocking that on the way to Aspen. All right, we never did turn the GPU on. There we go. Let's get the GPU on. Now she'll fire up. You can definitely tell. There's definitely some sounds missing, but trust me, it'll be worth it when we get to it. Aspen in the Bluebird when it releases. That ought to be spicy. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why I can't give it a shot. But it might be a little bit of a challenge to circle in there. The winds would have to be just right. Okay, let's go ahead and throw this in the box. Let's go to the route page. Or let's actually go to the data link page. Wait a second. Menu page. Flight plan page. There we go. Route page is what I was looking for. Denver to ASE. That's where we're headed. And our flight plan is a Brickyard, DBA Shuttle America. I don't know if I should have used a Shuttle America or Mercury call sign. Oh, well. We're going as Brickyard 357. We'll throw that in the flight ID. We'll send a request. They need a service door entry. So let's go ahead and go to the ground over here. We'll pop these doors open. How do we get real-life landing rate from the A320 McDo XD Gamer? It's in the McDo. I'm not going to walk you through the real-world procedure to get it. If you should be able to figure it out if you fly the 320. Oh, that was the cargo doors. My bad. I need the service doors open. There we go. I miss hearing the Mercury call sign. You should experience this jet in VR. It's even more amazing. Thanks for making me buy it, McAllen. I bet, man. I bet it's a hell of a lot of fun in VR. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's for sure. Got my ATP CTP dates. ATP, on 4/22. Any advice on how to study? Take breaks. Because you're only going to be able to retain so much information, right? If you try to it's going to be like drinking from a fire hose trying to study for all that. So take breaks and retain the information. You and this plane should get a room. Ooh, shots fired there, Jeff. Hey, I would, man. I would. I'm having that much fun with this bird. I don't know why it gets so much hate. I love it. Even in our own Discord, people are like, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, bruh, this jet is so much fun. All right, Denver, Aspen, departures. Let me check what the weather is real quick here on the old Navigraph. Why are you taking so long to pop up, Navigraph? That's weird. Got a weird delay with Navigraph. Denver weather, variable at 3. Okay, so if it's variable at 3, what we will do is taxi, and this is the departure we're on. We're going to take off this one here because it's going to be super easy. So we're going to take off of 25. Runway 25 on the Connor 7. Werner transition. We'll apply that. Look at our flight plan. Let's go back to the route page real quick. Next page. So Connor 7 Werner, red table Aspen arrival. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. Aspen weather is showing 360 at 14, gust 2.5. Preferably, I'd like to land on 3.3, but I don't think that's going to be the wise choice. So we're going to have to select 1.5. Actually, no, we don't. We're going to select 3.3. I would prefer to land on 1.5. Yeah, we're going to land on 3.3 though. The approach is, we don't even have one in the database, so it's going to be a raw data approach. There is no star, so we'll apply that. And if I look at the flight plan here, after red table, this is what we're going to have to determine here. If I look at the charts for approaches, Roaring Fork visual, Lope DME echo, I think we're going to be flying this one. I'm going to pin this one. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to come off the red table VOR, intercept the Loke, track inbound, and we're going to do a little loop-de-doop-de circle like this. And it's going to be spicy. I believe that's restricted to Cat C or Cat B. So Cat C southwest of 1533 is not authorized. That would be on this side. So I think you can get a Cat C in there to circle. It's just you got to be on it. So that is our plan. We're going to close up those doors, those service doors. We go ahead and close you. We're going to open these two because we're going to call for boarding right now, and we're going to finish our initialization on the EFB. It's a 24-minute flight. Circle to land, Captain Will. Yes, indeed. Circle to land and 24-minute flight. All right, request boarding. Let's finish up our flight info here in the box. I already pulled it in through the EFB. This is what we got. We're blasting off 2.5 dry, and we're going to do flaps 1. And we'll do the same thing, 2.5. Let's see, dry, flaps 2. Wouldn't be flaps 4. I'll run flaps 2 number. We'll see. We'll spin that and we'll calculate. All right, so that should be loaded up, and we're going to do real-time loading. We got 6 minutes on the manifest. These are our speeds on takeoff, 4.3. If we were doing flaps 2, it's 3.8, 33.41. Yes, we're doing flaps 1 going westbound. A little bit spicy, but we're going to have to do it. I will send that to McDo momentarily. So before we do that, let's go perf and knit. Nope, crew is already on board. And actually, I tell you what.
Passengers boarding starting.
Let's send that to the McDo. And this guy is going to start typing. While he's typing, let's go ahead and fire up the Apu. And we'll take a listen outside. Jack Oatmeal. Good to see you, man. I told my blind friend I'd let him borrow $50. He said he'd pay me back next time he saw me. Wait a minute. Jack Oatmeal. What is up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you on board, my man. Hope things are well over there at the Lift Academy. And hopefully this weather doesn't mess y'all too much up. Yeah, you can hear that is definitely a different spool up there. Gotta love it. Here are the igniters, and we are on board and running. So one thing I'll advise y'all right now, and I don't know if maybe FSS can work on this too. So as soon for engine start, we're gonna shut the packs off. In real life, you would leave the packs in auto. Reason being, though, the way Boris has the sound pack set up right now, it sounds better if the packs come on after the engine fully completes its startup, which in real life the packs will come on after start, When fuel is introduced on this bird, just like the CRJ, the packs automatically pressurize, which wouldn't necessarily be realistic. So I'm going to shut the packs off for departure so we get maximum juice on the startup sounds. So that'll be coming up next, and we'll do a single engine taxi too. Boris wants me to sample a sound, a secret sound, the hydraulic pump sound. Let's get our map set up. We'll get our vertical perf on there. I'm actually going to leave nav aids. I'll turn the airports off, and we're going to need terrain on board. So terrain is on. Let's turn it down a little bit like so. I'll put the FO side in flight controls, and we're 19 to 76. We'll do a magic barrel ref check. Let's set our top altitude here. We're going to go 24. Actually, let's go 22. I filed like 27. We're going to go 22 though. 22 is set top altitude. Our speed bugs, I'm going to run this all the way up to about 250, but it's probably going to limit me to about 210 after the flaps, for the flap speed. But bugged up to 250. 220 is blue. Our speeds are in there. Our first officer is done importing data, so let's come down here. Let's reset 300 on our perf fuel on the init 1 page. Page 2, cruise altitude 220. Don't know where the winds are in SimBrief. We're not going to put them in. We've got the proper fuel, and we're actually loading right now, 70,000, so that looks good. Page 3, takeoff data set, TO1, addicts on, anti-ice off, no flex. Enter that, takeoff, flaps 1, off, TO1, beautiful. We're at the speeds page, so we are done. All right, just gotta finish loading up. Molex. Welcome to Prime Pod, man. Glad to have you on board. Exclamation point welcome for your new perks here on the channel. Always a pleasure to have new members tuning in. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, gotta love it. No flex zone. One flight tomorrow, and I'm off for my IR check ride. Shack oatmeal. Well, hey man, you're gonna crush it, dude. Be safe out there tomorrow. I gotta fly up to LaGuardia and 45 knot winds, so be safe and report back. The IR check ride, man. IR check ride already. You want to do a mock oral? I'm pretty good at. I love teaching instrument stuff. Yeah, the APU is loud, Hotshot. I love it, man. I love that loud APU. Well, I don't, and I do. I was landing in Norfolk on Vatsim when you had your go-around in LaGuardia, wind shear, low vis, etc. for me too. Still buttered it with a minus 12 on V-Spirit. Spicy, Matthew Kelly. Spicy, minus 12. Micah Messer, it is crisp, dude. I love this jet. It doesn't have VNAV. I've done enough streams now where I think y'all should be pretty confident in being able to fly this bird without VNAV. We flew it on a busy network last night? US Air, we flew JetBlue Ops out of Kennedy down to Philly. No issues. So we've been having a lot of fun in it, for sure. Jesus, hot shots. Been loving the Embraer streams. Just finished a flight online. Haven't used your tips. Awesome, man. Hopefully there are no delays in Ponce today. Got to go to Epcot early in the morning. Awesome, Abdilo. PJ Ferrari. Yeah, Shaq, let's do it, man. Shaq, we should do it so we could you could simulate the pressures of your actual check ride. We'll do it live, but like you won't have access. It'll be like we'll be one-on-one, but it'll be streaming live to members, or like you can do it to your guys too. So you can't see what's going on. You can't be distracted with the chat, but you have the pressure of knowing everyone's watching and listening to you, or listening to you rather. That would be a good mock check ride right there, man. That would be, and that would actually be a good idea. I'm gonna have to get Shaq on here. You guys want to see a live mock instrument oral exam, AJ? An oral exam, AJ Funari. Jared Troops, good to see you, man. He says, V1, I know we're on the E-Jets for this stretch, but Airbus question for you. All right, lay it on me, man. When you guys get a takeoff heading from ATC, do you select and pull Yes. Yeah, Jared. So before takeoff, like they say, well, it wouldn't be Brickyard. American 357 on departure, flight heading 250. So you'd scroll in 250, and that's going to get rid of that managed LNAV dot on the FCU. So you would just select 250, and you don't even need to pull it. That won't do anything. If you just select it because you're on the ground, select 250, it gets rid of the managed dashes there on the heading for your LNAV, if you had an LNAV departure there, and boom, take off. 400 feet, VFR, 1,000 feet, IMC, or whatever your thing is. If you're 321, it's a little bit higher. Whatever your SOPs dictate. But yeah, we get that a lot. We get that out of LaGuardia, actually. So I did the Whitestone climb. The Whitestone climb out of LaGuardia is right turn heading something, 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 pretty much right after departure. Then a climbing left turn to heading 040, do not exceed 210 knots until established at 040, select speed 210. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. We should do the LaGuardia. You know what? Depending on how tomorrow goes, we might do a LaGuardia departure in the bus. Maybe we'll take out the 320 Neo. We haven't flown the fly-by-wire in a hot minute. Maybe we'll take out the fly-by-wire Neo tomorrow night. Friday night, LaGuardia departure, Whitestone climb. See if we can recreate a little havoc from the real flight. Yeah, Jared, you shouldn't need to pull it on the ground. I honestly want to say if you pull it on the ground, it won't do anything. I mean, you can pull it for fun, but nothing's going to happen. All right, we're loaded up. We're ready to go. Joe, turnaround time on a commuter. You could probably turn around a commuter faster because you have less people to board, right? Less bags, but it really just depends on the operation. All right, we're closing up doors. We're going to go ahead and we've got that on. That's coming on. System 2 on. System 2 on, I think. Let's double check. Let's go to the hydraulics. No, we need outboard brakes. System 1 on. System 1 on. That's in auto. So electric pump, system 1 on. System 3 is on. So now we will have, you can see it pressurizing there. And now we will have outboard brakes after engine 1 start. Engine 1, or yeah, something like that. It was explained to me. It made sense. All right, flight controls. No, we want the map page for you. Request pushback and departure. This ought to be a spicy one. I don't like the look of that SID there. Get rid of the GPU. Let me go charts. Denver.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
So we're going to go down via Gulf to 2.5, and then we also need the Connor 7. Let's throw that in the EFB. SID. I do like how snappy the EFB is here. It is pretty snappy.
Departure checks completed.
Connor 7 off 2.5 straight out to foams. So our box looks a little bit funky, but we're going straight out to combs. All right. Lead air, steer off. Okay, so for starting purposes, for sound pack purposes, we're going packs off for start, just so we can enjoy. Make sure park brake is off during startup or else it won't sound as cool. That's right. So we're going to actually, we'll start them up in the pushback, hotshot. We're going to start them up with the brakes off. We're going to start number 1 in the pushback. We need to go nose left, tail right. They're locking the gear. We've got the pin. Oh, this is juice. Jay Russ, you got a Throttletek 2 weeks ago? So awesome. Hey, dude, that's awesome. Congrats, man. All right, nose left, tail right. Confirm, confirm.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, overwing start. Here we go. Starting 1. I love that little sound. Did we determine we found out what that was, Boris? Alright, she's up and running on 1. It's hydraulic. Oh, that is the hydraulic system 2 pressurizing. That's pretty cool, Hotshot. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll set the brake, and we're gonna single engine taxi, right? So we will single engine taxi. Mobile, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set. Clear disconnect. We're doing a flap 1, so that's really just going to be slats. The flaps are very, very quiet on the deployment. Gosh, I love it. We are flaps position 1.
Unlocking gear.
They're unlocking gear. What's our trim for takeoff? It was 4.3. Really? Alright. 4.3 set. Electric flaps. That's right. They are electric flaps. Electric flaps are mid. I'm not going to lie, Rock. Electric flaps are mid.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Let's go back to the, actually, I'll tell you what, we'll go radio page. We'll go transponder TARA 2022-8, that looks good. System 2 comes on for single engine taxi. Oh, I heard it. Oh, I've never actually single engine taxied this, so we're gonna check it out in the sim. There's the pin. Wave off. What? You already gave me the pin. Alright, brakes are set. Brakes are set, man. Alright, now we can go. Don't forget about a 2-minute idle warm-up. Oh, that's right. We need a spin 2 here pretty soon. Yeah, steering's working. So steer off because we don't have number 2 running, but it should still work. Yeah, so I still have it turning. And we need to go. We're going to cut the corner here. Looking for golf. Let's start 2. We're going to need a little bit more. All right, APU bleed. APU is still running, so here we go. We're going to turn 2. I love that wing view. Why is 2 not turning? We don't have any juice. on. Houston, we have a problem. Two did not start. Hold on. Brake set. Let's make sure we're at idle. Let's try this again. There she goes. Yeah, I saw that ICAS pop up. All right, we got two good starts. Packs coming off. That's going to auto. Auto. We'll kill the Apu, and we should get our taxi light on. There we go. Now let's continue going. I love it. Alright, where is Golf? We need to find ourselves taxiway Golf. Alright, APU spooling down. We're going on to the actual movement area. This is Golf right here. We're going to take this all the way down. The 2-5 departure makes a great backdrop with Denver, with the Dulles International Airport Terminal and Westin Hotel behind the plane. DEN will forever be Denver. DIA is the Denver International Institute of Art. Denver, or Dulles Institute of Art. In the spirit of the earlier stream, I just had sim crash. That's good. All right, we are flaps 1, 4.3. We're doing Toga. We're gonna go ahead and hit U. We got roll TO. We'll arm auto throttle when we get up to the runway. I never did get our seatbelt sign on. We'll go there, and we're just about ready to go. I like it, Hotshot. Maybe a tad more master volume. Like, can you boost the decibel level of the whole startup? Just a tad. But I want to hear him ripping here when we take off on runway 1. You're bad driving on office skiing, calling it Den. Steven. It's Den. D-E-N. Is there any fuel savings on one engine taxi, considering you're doubling your thrust for single engine taxi? No. And you're normally not doubling your thrust. The sim makes it weird. So you can single engine taxi pretty darn easily on one engine, especially on the Airbus. You just need a little breakaway thrust, and then you're good to go. But it definitely saves fuel. Turn it up to 11, one louder. I do know. I think we do have a little bit of a wind. Where's that wind coming from? From the left, so that would make sense because it's weather vaning left. Take it off with a quartering tailwind according to that windsock up there. Oh, I love that idle sound. All right, here we go. Denver traffic. Brickyard 357 departing runway 25 out to the west, Denver. Let's light them up. 25 confirmed. This is DI. This is no. This is not Dulles, Tyson. This is not Dulles International. Ooh, I heard a little nose wheel. I heard a little nose wheel vibration or a little grooved runway situation. All right, we are set. We never did our flight control check. Let's just do that real quick because I'd hate to pull an XP72 and find out at rotation speed that we have something not working. All right, that checks. We're good to go. We're going to sync our heading bug. 2.5. You ready? Should we do it from outside? Let's do half from like right here. Let's do a little bit of a, and then we'll go outside. Here we go. Yoga's in chat. Spool them up, 50, or like 20. Yoga. We never hit our auto throttle. Auto throttle, TO. Auto throttle's on. It's going to wind it back, actually. Airspeed's alive. It's weird to listen to them to spool down. 100 knots. V1. Airspeed stagnation. Man, look at that runway usage. I love it. Rotate. Nice and easy. Oh, positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. I love the way this bird hand flies. That's not, we don't want out right now. We need flight level change, 225. Select heading. You know what's weird is the pitch. I always want to just go to like 10 and 250, but that's with the Airbus. Let's lower that nose. We are on climb 1 too. There's VFS. Flaps 0. That trim down a bit. Look to your right. I just drove I-25 from 120th back to... Really, Tyson, over here? Is this it right here? Gosh. There we go. There's our speed. Let's go ahead and bug up all the way to 250. 250K knots. That's the I-76. DLSS V2 plus 10. Yeah, I am using DLSS. All right, there's 10K left-hand turnout. Yeah, I love that CF-34 sound, man. Just juicing. All right, we actually need to get on our course here. It keeps raining airplane parts over Denver. I know. Well, this is not United. This is Republic, so you should be all right. Nah, Jeremy, I love them, man. I think just overall decibel increase. You know, like nothing in particular, just overall, because I have it turned all the way up. And I don't know if it's just my PC today. Like sometimes I feel like the sim just doesn't have any audio. I don't know why it does that. Let's go down a little bit more. Yeah, the 190, 195 uses CF3410E. Yeah, they got slightly more thrust. A little bit, definitely a little bit bigger engine, especially from the outside view. Let's go to 270. 270, 7.4, pretty standard profile. Heading bug over here. Team Vodka, you're in the Amazon jungle right now with Gustavo. That sounds dangerous. Flying the caravan. Yeah, Tyson. What's how's Tiger doing right now? Last I checked, he was even through 5. I almost didn't stream because I was like, oh, I want to watch the rest of the Masters, but I'm like, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow for the cut. But yeah, man, they were delayed because of the freaking weather out here. It's been blowing pretty good. All right, here comes 270. Let's go ahead and select Autopilot 1. Autopilot 1 is on because we're going to need to be doing our preparations for this approach. But while it climbs out, oh shit. Oh, we never turned our lights off. Rip. I'll get all those off for right now. Red beacon should have been on. Rip. This is not a light SOP stream. Gus went to Costco. I've got about 50 miles of TOD, can't see anything, and it's totally black down there. But that's pretty much how it is flying over the Amazon. It's a different wing completely from the 190 to 170, Jonathan. The 190's got a little different, or it's a completely different wing. It's a little bit bigger. Tiger is 1 under through 8. All right. Are they going to keep playing? Because it's getting dark. Are they just going to go until it gets dark and they call it? Maybe we'll be, I'll have some time after this. We got one shot at this approach. Connor, and then red table VOR. So we got to look at our chart here because this is going to come up quick on us. We've done this in the 146, and that was spicy. This will probably be equally as spicy, if not a little bit more, because we don't have that barn door to slow us down. So we're loading up Aspen approach. Why does it only have the 1.5 in this EFB? I guess on this one it only has the 1.5 roaring fork visual approach, which that's not going to help us. So what we'll do is we'll throw in the taxi chart over here, and because we're going to come circle this way. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to use. Oh, we never went to nav mode, y'all. That's all right. Let's go. I'll tell you what. Let's go direct red table right now. Direct red table and LNAV. We never selected nav mode. Yeah, hotshot. One leg. Just a short and sweet one tonight. Denver, Colorado Springs. How many miles is that, A-Rod? Like 70? All right. So, we're leveled off 220. We're going to keep the seatbelt sign off. It looks like we're getting just a little bit of chop. Check your Pop G RNAV Bravo 23. Where's that? Papua New Guinea? Dude, is there any Papua New Guinea Embraer 170s? I know they fly. I think they fly Fokker F-28s. That could be spice. All right, let's start planning this approach because we're basically here. They told me to join at Victor Airway on departure. this out. I want to hide you. All right. So, red table VOR. How are we going to do this? We're going to hard tune the Loke for Aspen. 111.15, 151. And coming across red table to what is Jargu. Jargu's at 13.4. So, we're going to have to do some mathematicals on this one. I want to be at 13.4 crossing Jargu. So we're going to be cruising at 22,000 feet, and we're crossing at 13,400. That's going to be a difference of 8.6. We'll multiply 8.6 times 3. That's going to be 25.8. Let's call it 26 miles. Let's call it 27 miles. We'll call it 27 miles from red table. We're going to start down. Actually, we're going to slow down too. So 30 miles. We'll add about 3 miles. 30 miles from red table. We're starting down to 13,400. Now what we need to do is also set 111.15 and 151. So let's go to our radio page. Let's hard tune this now. Let's go 111.15. Don't have to put the decimal. Hard tuned 111.15. And on the Loke 2, in case we have a screw up, we'll put 108.5 in the standby, and then we'll put 108.5 in the active VLOC 2 with the normal one here, because I don't think we need 111.15, 111.15. I don't think we're going to need anything else. We're going to track the red table 232, but that's a short leg. It's only 3.4 miles. We're not going to tune that in. We'll just fly a heading. All right, so that's set up there. The minimums for the circle. Let's do a perf landing calculation real quick. Perf landing. Runway heading is going to be going to be 331. So let's come back down here. Runway heading is 331. Temperature from SimBrief. What? This Navigraph panel is super like slow right now. It's weird. 350 at 11. Jeez. 350 at 11. Gusting 1.8. So it actually dialed down a little bit. That's fine. Landing temp is 14. Well, it's not. At least it's nice and warm. We're going to go full flap on this one. Anti-ice, no. VAP 127. So that keeps us below. Well, no, that puts us in C. That's all right. With a gust factor of 7 knots, it would be 3. Let's call it 133. We'll go VAP 133. And we're landing flap full. Alright, flap full is set. 111.15 is set. We're going to get the final approach course and the minimums. Circle to land not authorized. Southwest. They don't even have. Oh yeah, circling in. Let's take the highest. 10,960. Let's call it 11,000. We're almost ready to start down too. So minimums, we need to barrel ref these. Click and hold. Will it go to 11,000? Sure would. Barrel ref 11,000 is set. We're approaching our descent top, so let's go ahead and scroll in. What did we say? 13.4. I'm up here right now, so I'll just manipulate it this way. Moment in my life, I had to divert to Grand Junction because speeds threw us into Cat D, and we were non-LPV jet that day. Oh, man. The struggle is real. All right, 13.4 is set for our bottom altitude. We'll FPA 3 degree that down. We're going down to 270 K knots. We've got 1,100 in our barrow set. As far as our Loke course, we're going to preview it. 214. We need. I left Navigraph on the screen. Sorry, I just realized that. Final approach Loke course is 151. So final approach course is 151. We'll click and hold that to a 151 degrees. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're going to intercept. We're approaching 33 miles. And what is the... If we go around, we got to track outbound on the Loke. Ipikin 1085, outbound course 303 for the FO side. So hold on, we got to do a couple things here. Let's go FPA first. Let's start this down. We're 30 miles. FPA 3 degrees. FPA is 3 degrees. I'm going to go, I'll tell you what. Preview mode. For VOR2 on the FO side. And that's going to be 303 outbound on the FO side. I'm going to set this up now because if for some reason we have to go around, I do not want to be sitting here scrolling dials. And it's visual, so we'll just see and avoid the terrain. That's always a good thing to throw in the brief. Sometimes we all get caught up and, you know, we got to fly this on this heading and that. Like, look outside. Don't hit the terrain. We also are going to need to slow down. Oh, I can hover over the barrel? Oh, I didn't know that. That's 13.4. Engines are coming back. Sounds are coming up. I kind of want to speed the time forward an hour, do a sunset approach. Should we do it? Let's make it a little more juice. Oh yeah. That'll be the juice right there. Don't smack in the mountains. Got it. Ooh, let me get flight recorder up. Oh, I'm going to hand fly this as much as I can for fun purposes. So we're going to follow the Loke, essentially descending and stepping down. Let's sync our heading bug. And after the heading, after crossing red table, we're going to look to join. And then we can descend to 12.9 at Kaiser. Right. Here comes 18 thou, Magic Barrel Ref, 2986. Let me confirm that with this. It's actually 3013 according to Navigraph. I'm going to set 3013 in there. I'd rather be higher than lower, be safe. 3013 is set in the barrel. 250, we're 17.5 for 13.4, 17 miles out. Sound should work on replay? Ooh, we'll have to do a flyby cam. Hell yeah, Boris. It's been worth it, Josh. I'm loving it, man. I've been having so much fun with the jet. It just flies so nice. I love it. I love the way it flies. Yeah, it doesn't have VNav. Whatever, man. I'm loving it. Wing flex is spot on. We're testing a work in progress sound pack right now from Boris. But even at a default gate, I mean, it's not like it's bad sounds out of the gate either. Like it's got decent sounds. The cabin's awesome. Like the cabin windows. Like I actually like my view in the window because I think it looks so good. A lot of jets, you're just like, eh. I love it. All right, we're 12 miles out. Approaching 2,000 feet to level off. Terrain is on. We don't need TCAS. Terrain is on. So this is not what we're actually going to be flying. We're going to be switching to green needles, and we're going to be green needle in this jet in. Hotshot, dude, I love it, man. I love doing these little regional hops. Like I get people like flying big jets, but I mean, you get up, take off and land, or take off and cruise for 4 hours. Like, I get it when you're doing stuff, like you got to go do other stuff. But I like doing this. I like takeoff, landing, takeoff, landing. We'll get replay up over here on this screen. Good. All right. I hear you, JJ. I hear you. Were you the guy who keeps saying he would do another 16-hour long haul? I was having a moment of weakness, Stephen, where I was like, I wouldn't mind doing a long haul this week, but then I'm like, Here's the thing. I have to have like 3 days off in a row, 3 or 4 days off in a row to mentally prepare for a long haul or to recover from a long haul. I just don't want to do a long haul then go to work the next day. And I just haven't had it. I've picked up some extra fly on this month, and we are very busy. There's a lot going on right now. All right, 3.3 from Red Table. I'm going to go ahead and select heading. I'm also going to start dialing our speed back right now. We don't want to be coming ripping in here at 250 knots. We're already getting bumped around. Let's select 210 on the speed. 210 selected. With heading mode, I'm going to move us over to Green Needle, VLOC 1. There's our course. We're actually getting reverse sensing right now. That's fine. We won't pay attention to that. We're on LOC 1. And first officer is going to be on LOC 2 for the outbound go if we have to punch out. Now I can see where the runway is over there, which is good. I'll start the recording here just before I want to start bringing us in. We're going to drop down actually on a 3 degree. We'll set 12.3 for about FMSO. FMSO 12.3 will be identified at 9 miles from Aspen. So we're 13.9. We're slowing to 210 knots. Listen to those engines working. Harry, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right. I can see the low course is coming all in. We're going to overshoot that a bit, but that's fine. We'll fly our heading to intercept. And I'll actually click and hold that puppy around. I'd rather overshoot this side and then come back and then undershoot, because this will actually put us away from the terrain. Going back in the terrain. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to set altitude 12.4. Screw it, we're setting 12.3 because I can't deal with the freaking that clicking thing. It adds 100 feet on my Bravo. I don't know why it does that, and it screws the whole thing up. Come back to 180. Inside of 11 miles. Extend flaps 1. Recording is going to start now. Let's get back on that low course. Oops. Make it right about there. We'll arm the localizer. Am I going crazy? I guess it's just an approach. Localizer's armed. It's out of 9. We need to keep trickling down. Our minimum 11.7 for DOIP at 7.1. Loc is captured. 160. Let's get this, start slowing it up now. All right, runway's in sight. We're gonna go, landing cam is on. Autopilot's coming off. Flight Director Q is coming off. So here's our plan. We're going to circle out and come back in. 150 on the speed. Green dot. We're flaps 3. We're gear up for right now. We're going to drop the gear once we get a beam. Probably the departure end, which will be this side here. We're trickling down. Altitude. I'll set. Land field elevation is 7,800, so 8,800 would be 1,000. A 1,000 above touchdown, just as a reminder. All right, gears coming down. Oh, sorry, I forgot to drop it from wing view. Sorry, hotshot. I just dropped it from exterior view. What'd we say our VAP was? Yeah, it's right there, 130-ish. There's our speed on elevator. I got the thrust levers. 127. Man, we are getting rocked in here right now. This approach is sweet. I'm going to swing it a little bit more wide here. A little low correcting. Hot shot. I'll do it on the replay, my man. I feel like I should have went wider to the left. This is going to be real tight. This is going to be real tight. Correcting a little low. Your rich passengers are getting nervous. Really did track IR for this one. Dang it, I was low for a second, and now we're high. Let's go ahead and bring it back.
500.
Sync rate check.
400.
I should have never leveled off there.
300.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
200. 100.
Look at that. They're going to be stable
50. 40.
as can be.
30. 20. 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aspen. Almost felt like a power off 180. A 1.14G. Yeah, that was a little bit more than our LaGuardia one. Oh, ground's online. Clear the runway. Ground, good afternoon. Brickyard 357. Clear of runway 33 going to the terminal.
Brickyard 357, taxi to the terminal via Alpha. Have a great stream.
Terminal via Alpha, Brickyard 357. It's not over yet. We gotta get this. Can we fit through here? Yeah, we can fit in here, right? Let's stop the recording. Make a tight turn here. If this flight doesn't kill you, the skiing will. So, oh man, I want to see that in replay. Like, I thought I was low. I think I was, and then I leveled. But I leveled for, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, but that 10 seconds was way too much, and then we got high. So, it's alright. We were stable by the time we touched down. Definitely a Foqua. I would definitely trigger, oh, we didn't have lights on either, really? Did I not turn those on? I swear I had those on. No can fit. E170 is a huge jet. I see an Air France. What is that? Is that an Airbus up there? Is that a 319? Oh no, that's another Air France 170. The POV transition from 320 to E-Jet has to be tough. Dude, yeah, so that's probably why I'm screwing with my own landing references, landing this jet so much on stream. But I tell you what, so the FO that I flew with yesterday, he was like a 15 years 380 training captain. And then he got let go from Emirates during COVID, and he went to the 145, the Embraer 145. I was like, how was that transition? Going from an A380 to an Embraer 145. I was like, that had to be pretty interesting. We're going to hit the Super Tug here. We'll look out this window. We'll shut her down up here at the gate. I kind of want to hear, well, if I shut it down, I won't be able to listen to it in replay. So we'll listen. We won't shut it down. Oh yeah, Captain will for sure, dude. Coming from Emirates, so flying for Emirates as an expat, that was a huge thing. Like back in the, when nobody was hiring stateside. I mean, there were guys going all over the place. But yeah, you don't pay taxes, you don't pay for housing, you don't pay pretty much for anything. So you have an opportunity to make a ton of money by doing expat flying. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know what it's like now. I almost went to China. I had an opportunity for Embraers, actually. They wanted E190 captains. And I thought about it really hard. And I elected to not go. But oh yeah, I'll do the replay and shut down after replay. That's a good idea, Chaos. Alright. Alright, let's check this out. I want to see what we did here. So replay's on. Let's disconnect from Iveo. And let's check this replay out. Actually, Boris wants me to do gear from inside, right? So I'm going to bring the gear up, and then we'll drop the gear from inside view. I'm going to zoom it forward. I'm going to leave one long one at the end. We dropped the gear when we turned, right about here. Look at that shot. Gear down. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'll disable G's. I wanted to read it. What was it? So it was 230 feet per minute, 1.14 G, no bounces. 1.14, that's actually not terrible. I mean, that's firmer than we had in LaGuardia today, but still 1.14 is not all that much. 1.6, 1.7, now you start to feel it. Alright, I will disable G's. But yeah, and Boris, the sounds are working in replay. That's oh, look at that view. Those winds were gusting around those mountains too. I just, man, I'm bummed. We're gonna have to try this again because I think we could have nailed it if I didn't level. I was a tad low. All I had to do was level for like 2 seconds maybe. But I stayed level way too long, and then we rolled out, and it was no dice. Look at that though. This is definitely lowy vibes if you're sitting on this side of the aircraft, right? I mean, that is straight up lowy vibes. You're like, where are we going? When you start looking out the window and you see the trees above you. Hotshot says, I would love if FSS could tweak the lower range of the spool up to make it slower. It goes instantly from idle to 50 as of now. Oh, that, you know, like slowing down the spool time? Yeah, that would be something to, hopefully maybe we can get past one. Oh, can I turn these on? Oh, no, it won't let me. Dang it. Yeah, we would have had it. Oh, look at that, though. Look at how sweet is that view. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I love the shadow. Look at the shadow on the mountains. And like with the mountains that are still getting sun. Oh, the sim is freaking sweet. Yeah, so see, we're level. No need. Just keep coming down. Just keep coming down. And then I was like, oh yeah, we're high. And then we pretty much idled it all the way down. We'll see it from inside view first. We were on speed. We were actually stable across the threshold, so. Oh, that touchdown sound is awesome. I like how it doesn't sound like you crashed on landing. The touchdown zone by default is, like if you hit it hard, yeah, but if you hit it smooth too, it makes you jump, like you smash it. Oh boy. Let me turn it down a minute for this one here. Gotta stow those. Oh, that wasn't that firm. 1.17 for sure. And we were bang on the center line too. Hold on, pause. Let me, I'm gonna wind the sim time back just a tad to about where we landed. That's too much. Maybe like right here. Now let's go back. Zoom back, and I figured out how to do flyby view because you guys finally told me. So I'm gonna go here, and let's watch it from this side. All right, so drone lock on, follow off. All right. Here we go. Let's listen to this. Let's turn it up. Watch your ears. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work. It sounded good, though. Why can't I rotate? Center on the there we go. love it. I love it, dude. I love it, Boris. Sounds pretty daggone sweet, man. Yeah, I think, like you said, kind of like the first thing you had in the CRJ, juice up the master decibel just a tad there. And, man, it's going to be a real clean pack, man. I like it. I like it. One more here. Second leg. I wish I could do a second leg. I can't, man. I gotta be in bed by 8, man. It's super early tomorrow. Just past 1,000 footers. Love that wing flex too. All right. Sweet. Run it back. I'm gonna get sail going super low. I'm not gonna have it loud though, so we can enjoy. You can enjoy your approach into Aspen, Colorado, and Embraer 170. Thank you all for the last, I won't say last minute, but for the short and sweet E-Jet stream. Shout out Boris Sound Studios, work in progress sound pack here. Gotta love it, man. I cannot wait to see this thing progress and just get finished up. It's gonna be an absolute, I mean, it's gonna be a must buy. I mean, it'll make this a must buy in my opinion. I mean, Boris sound pack, friggin' sweet hand flying characteristics, sweet model. Like, what's not to love? No VNAV? Watch my stream on how not to fly with VNAV or how to fly without VNAV, and I think you'll be just fine. All right, just time to watch Tiger go around the Amen corner. I don't know how they're still playing. It's almost dark at my house, man. All right, y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow after LaGuardia if you're a member. I may or may not post my landing rate real world in LaGuardia tomorrow. We'll see. Gustin 45 K knots. Rip. All right, y'all have a good one. So.